to get his son interested in soccer. The man picked up a mango and kicked it toward a trash can. The next moment, the boy directly kicked the mango into the trash can, waiting for his father's praise. The father merely glanced at his son, then kicked the mango toward a more distant trash can. From then on, the father taught all his soccer skills to his son. However, this angered the boy's mother. His father had been a professional soccer player, but an accident forced him to retire. He couldn't even find a job, and the mother didn't want her son to follow the same path. One day, the boy climbed onto the roof to secretly listen to a soccer match broadcast. The Brazilian team lost in the final. Hearing the devastating news, he cried bitterly. He vowed to his father that he would help Brazil win the World Cup. Without a proper soccer ball, he made his own ball out of bundled clothes. Without a proper field, he played in the alleyways. Day after day, Pelé trained tirelessly. Soon, he played in his first official soccer match. To prepare for the tournament, they stitched together team uniforms from bedsheets and collected soccer shoes from everywhere. Despite their thorough preparations, they were completely outplayed by their well-trained opponents. The opponents marked them with ease, and even publicly humiliated Pelé. When he saw his father in the stands, he instantly calmed down and publicly threw off his ill-fitting shoes. He was determined to prove to his father that he intended to keep his promise. Then he put on a one-man show. His soccer talent was unmatched, astonishing the entire crowd. He quickly scored his first goal. Inspired by this, Pelé and his teammates launched a fierce counterattack. They were unstoppable. Just as the score was about to be leveled, the referee blew the final whistle. Pelé lost by 1 goal. Though defeated, he earned the applause and respect of the entire audience. Even a soccer scout proactively contacted Pelé's father, but when his mother found out, she opposed the idea. Not wanting to waste his son's talent, the father secretly coached him in soccer. As time passed, the young boy transformed into a strong youth. His soccer skills approached perfection, and his mother silently witnessed all this. For the first time, she began to doubt if she had made the wrong decision. Perhaps she should let her son follow his passion. So she took out the scout's business card. Now, her son had grown up, and the time to chase his dream had finally come. When Pelé met the scout, he could hardly believe it. Overwhelmed with excitement, he tightly hugged his mother. Soon after, Pelé joined a soccer club, but it didn't bring him happiness. The rules were rigid, the training was harsh, and he could no longer play soccer the way he used to. The young boy lost confidence, and his performance declined. Since joining the club, he hadn't scored a single goal and began to doubt himself. That night, Pelé packed his bags, determined to give up soccer and return home. This scene was discovered by the scout. He told Pelé that Ginga was the soul of Brazilian in soccer, and encouraged him to boldly stick to his own style. So Pelé returned to the team. This time, he ignored the coach's objections and insisted on using the Ginga style of play. At first, Pelé suddenly stopped, turned, dribbled past a defender, and broke through the defensive line. He continued dribbling, leaped into the air, and scored with a spectacular bicycle kick. The entire crowd erupted in cheers. Even the coach was impressed by his skill. From then on, the young boy's soccer talent fully blossomed in the subsequent matches.
After his trip, he pays a surprise visit to his home, bringing some gifts for the family, including a radio for his father. They decide to listen to the announcement of Brazil's national squad for the 1958 World Cup. Pelé has no hope that he can be selected for the national team, as he is too young. Despite this, they listen to the announcement, and to their surprise, Pelé gets selected in the team. During Pelé's departure with the national team, his father tells him to believe in himself and his way of playing football. Pelé leaves and later meets with his teammates, who seem to be friendly. However, the reporters present there make fun of Brazil's way of playing Ginga-style football at international level. After that, the national team coach calls Pelé for a meeting and warns him against playing the Ginga style of football. The next day, Pelé tries to play the traditional European way, like the coach suggested, but finds it difficult. He then decides to try his own way, but gets tripped and injures his knee in the process. The team doctor examines him and sadly confirms that the injury may rule him out of the World Cup. At night, Pelé calls his mother and informs her about his injury. His mother is shocked to hear it, but still encourages him to have faith and take care of himself. The World Cup starts and the Brazilian team manages to win a couple of starting games. As the games are too brutal and competitive, several players from the team get injured. Left with no other alternative, an injured Pelé is asked to play for his country. Nervous, Pelé makes a couple of excuses, but his coach forces him to play. In the next scene, Pelé, along with his team, gets onto the field, with his coach reminding him to stick to the plan and play the traditional way of football. During the game, Pelé plays as his coach suggested, and the Brazilian team manages to win the game. The next game is against France, and it's the semi-final. The Brazilian team is behind France with 1-0 on the board after the first half. During the interval, Pelé looks around the dressing room and notices the injured and tired players. He gets discouraged and approaches one of his teammates to replace him in the second half. However, his teammate refuses, citing that he is not in the proper mental state to play football. He further adds that he's fed up with the traditional European way of playing football and wants to play the Jenga style like they used to play during their childhood. At last, he suggests PELE play the Jenga style of football and win the match for his team. After the half, PELE returns to play the game, and when he misses a pass, he remembers about his teammates suggesting him to play the Jenga way. PELE then attacks the ball and starts dribbling between the players with ease and perfection. Everyone is shocked looking at PELE bouncing the ball over the players to score a majestic goal for his team. After the scores are level, PELE scores 2 more goals to seize the victory for his team and secure a position in the finals. With the final with Sweden approaching, the Brazilian national coach calls for a team meeting and orders the team to play the traditional way of football. He tries to teach them some clever tactics and also suggests them to mimic the Swedish players' formation in the game. In the training, he tries to make the players play with the formations but sees no improvement in the game. During the press conference between the two teams, the Swedish team coach makes fun of Brazil's way of playing. He further adds that if Brazil continues to play the same style, they will lose the finals as they did in 1950. Frustrated with the opponent coach demoralizing the national team, Brazil's coach storms off from the conference. At night, PELE calls his father and reveals about the dire situation of the team. Hearing this, his father suggests him to unite the team like he used to do during his childhood. The next day, thinking of uniting the team, PELE challenges the players to take the ball from the hotel to the nearest lighthouse. At first, all the players refuse, but soon they agree to join. They start kicking the football around without letting it touch the ground. Upon seeing this, the coach also realizes what he's teaching is wrong to the team. Shortly after, he confronts the team and admits his mistake for teaching them the formations and other traditional style of football. He suggests the team to play the Jenga style in the finals and show the world the Brazilian way of playing football. He further encourages his team to enjoy the game and to put out an amazing game against Sweden in the finals. It's the day of the finals and both teams are ready to face each other. The whistle blows and the Swedish team scores within 4 minutes of the play. All the Brazilian supporters are in shock with the Swedish players whirling around PELE, stopping him from getting the ball. But soon, the Brazilian players compose themselves and PELE assists to score the first goal for the team. One after another, the Brazilian team scores, and so does PELE. Soon the final whistle blows, and the game ends with a scoreline of 5-2. Brazil wins the World Cup for the first time in history. All of PELE's teammates storm into the ground and lift PELE on their shoulders. The scene then shifts to the real moments after Brazil wins the finals. In the last scene, we're informed about how PELE was declared a national treasure by the Brazilian president in 1961. PELE holds the world record for most goals and is also the youngest player to score a goal in the World Cup. He is also the only player to win 3 FIFA World Cups. That was all from the video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for more content like this and hit the like button to help us